I played entities yesterday, around 10 of them. It didn't turn out great. So, so I just want to play cash. So let's go. Okay. Fad Benani, trust me. Okay. Fad Benani, trust me. Schofield. Gesha, Azur. Azur is one of them. Rec, okay. Gisha. Diaferndi. To tabler, okay. Pot bet. I didn't make music. I tried to like last hour to do it, but it needs to be uncopyright. So I just tried to do it for tomorrow. Dear Ferndi. Okay. To tabler. A lot of new players again. Schofield is now 4 tabler. Benani and Elkidi. Elkidi. Noni. Since Recro. Checking here. I'm betting turn. We got a new reg, trust me, I think. Trust me. I think he is. He's not. Or I can find him. Benani is reg. LKD is reg. Okay. Perceptible. Perceptible. Think he's a recro. Yep, he is. Fold here. Trust me is a reg, okay? He doesn't check fold. He's delay c-betting a lot, so it means his check range twice doesn't have many spades. Or if it has really, really bad one. Let's see what we have about Ruslan. Okay, we're just folding here. Let's see what will happen. Look at this size. Just when I see this size, I'm not in the mood to play anymore. So stupid size. Schofield is reg. Okay. Checking. Let's see what will happen here. This guy checks. Check, check. He's not stabbing very much into it, but so. Double checking. Thanks, partner. Thank you. I tried to make a music today, but I didn't figure out how. It says you need to put some link if you go for the YouTube, or it will be muted, so I just didn't know how to do it. I'm just a Twitch noob. Noob as there is. Okay. Recro. Funk then Rob. I don't know him. Vitalis 777. Recro guy. Great. A lot of new players again. A lust. Let's see, lust. Recro. I'm just gonna raise against Recro here. Feels like a weak, I don't know, Jack X or. Marky W. A Recro, okay. Again Recro. Okay, 10-5 fold. Trust me, he's a reg. Okay. We trust him that he's a reg. King 9, I'll be folding. I'm gonna forward fold because I don't have sample and I won't call that big. Hursty. Recro. 27%. Checking. Stepping jack X into the 4%. Candy shop, recro, okay. Calling the turn. I won't call here, it's like shower fold against recro because I think he will bet like every jack X this size. And I don't see them bluffing. Just want to turn off the sheet here. Just to see out of position how much they triple barrel in the single raise pot. Okay. Especially that size. It's like 9% that size on the river. And it's not bluff. Recros don't bluff that. I mean, I guess a lot of players don't bluff that, even regulars. Usually people don't bluff enough with that size. They mostly thin bet or thinner, and their bluffs will be in the bigger size. Okay, we have all three and four tablers. Okay, nice. So whoever is not here is a recro on the first. Yep, whoever's not here is a recro. Okay. Folding here. Heavy bro, we don't know about him. Ken Johnson. Upstrick. Let's see. He's not check folding at all. Just let's see what he's calling a stab on the turn. Okay, his range is weaker when he's checking. So he'll check like 9 and 7x. Pairs below here. This guy's neat also, so let's see what he had. Ace king. Okay. 6 is open, queen jack also, king queen. Mance rider. Again unknown to me. Who's the tabler? Okay. So he can be 11%. Doesn't fall to 4 bets, so look at this. His check folds. He doesn't check fold at all, but he bets 85%. That means his bets are really air heavy. We want to just defend by calling here. Let's see what we have on him also. I'm gonna bet here. Check folds 50% on the turn. So nice. We are betting big because we are betting only ace-x there, so we are betting bigger. We have It's a Poker Bro. His reg. Polly is a fish, I think. Yep. Okay. We are close to the end, guys. This is our last final fifth of the challenge, starting today. I think I will be done in 3-4 days. And we will then accomplish played all 100k hands live streaming. Nice. Bigger size. He doesn't have king 8 off, which is really nice. Folds a turn a lot also. Let's see how much he folds on our bet. Folds 1 out of 1 time. So I think we are never beat here because he doesn't have king 8 off. So basically only hand that beat us is like king 8 suited. I'm gonna overbet. It's not important. It's he's folding, okay? I'm just gonna overbet. Pretty bad river. Definitely bad river. Okay, he did have king 3 suited. I like the overbet here. Yep, I definitely like the overbet because he's folding 3s on the big bet on the flop, I think. So basically we're losing from king 8 suited, which is check raising the flop some of the time, and king 3 suited, which is like 2 combos only. Spade 1 and clubs 1, that's the only one. And we are getting value and protection also, so. And we check the river, so nice. Hello Magic Orange, thanks man. I was a little bit discouraged from that VCOP. It crushed me yesterday. I played a really lot of tournaments and I was just deeply crushed from bad beats and big all-ins that we lost when it's the most important time, so I was a little bit discouraged yesterday. Basically, how I run on Zoom, on Cash, I run it on tournaments. I just lost like all big ones. Every flip we didn't win. We lost really big all-in ace king against ace queen and king queen. Really big one on the main event for the like 2x average stack. So I didn't even want to play after that or stream or anything. And I couldn't stream because my daughter was with me playing. So this is Recro. I think this is pretty bad river for our range when you took all into consideration. Just because when the ace of clubs hit here, we don't ever have like many of flushes. And the guy even checked there. Okay, I'm gonna check call. Guy checked with the ace 9. So he bet ace 9 here and checked the river. And we won't have a lot of flushes. Okay, I'm just gonna keep check calling. Okay. This is also Recro, I think. Oi Tarvoi. Think Recro. Yep. Bigger size. Think nice flop for the range. And he's check folding a lot. When somebody who check folds, check calls here. Okay. Recro had queen 7. It's a poker bro. Duppy is a Recro, I think. Yep. Okay. Vol. Recro. Okay. 7-7 Russia 8-8-8. Also Recro. waffles and beer. Okay. Amsterdam. Okay. Check. Oops, the guy. Who is he? Who's the tabler? Okay. So he can be reg. Checking again. Okay, here. I'm gonna stay a bigger size. Checking again here. I'm gonna bet 1/3 here. And heal, I'm gonna see. Okay, I just want to fold ace queen, so. Okay. If we know anything more about him, we could go for a bet. Okay. Hello, Ultima Forsen. We don't know this guy. $28 here. Pretty bad. Pretty bad river. He had ace-8, okay. If we are check calling, we don't want to donk the river because the river didn't change anything about the range. We played a hand as a check call and I played it as a check call, so we played a hand as a check call, so usually in that spot we're gonna have a check range, so check calling check calling is okay and check raising with stronger flushes. And we can also check raise this if we know something about the guy, so he's 3-betting a lot. He called a 4-bet. We don't know the range. Fold here. King Jack Jack. 1/3. Okay. Usually that hand is a mix of check call and check raise. Usually you want to have check range in this spot, so there's like there wasn't even a bet option for me on monotone board out of position. There is a bet option if you know that player is flatting really wide, then it's okay to bet. But against unknown player, you have to just play check range, and then that hand is a mix of check raise and check call, and it favors check call. So standardly play, but we don't know the guy. I mean, if you see his hand, then it's of course better that we check raise, bet. But I don't know the guy, and I play the hand like it should be played. So, and on the river, there's like no sense ever in the leading because nothing has changed. River didn't improve our perceived range or anything. So fish do that. I mean, fish just donk the river in that spot just so you wouldn't check behind the top pair and stuff like that. But I didn't want to do it. So betting here, he's check folding really a lot. Well, let's see how much he folds on the river. I think that he doesn't fold on the river that much. It seems he folds, I don't know. It feels like a pair. I mean, he can put us a lot of... I won't bluff this. If there was, if it was connected like, I don't know, 8, 9. I think queen is not that bad. Okay, but he can check like ace queen always. And if we are betting, if we have jack here or I don't know, a7, I wouldn't bet, so I'll give up. Ninja. And when I see that person who check folds a lot, check calls, it can mean two things. He's having a hand that is stronger than usual, or he's just having really bad range and he's calling really bad hand. So it can just be one of those two things. I'm not gonna call 5-7 here. It's a recro here. Okay. Donk. Okay. King, queen, 6-8 all in. Oh, the guy had it. The guy did get it. King 5. Fold. Three bet. Opening 24. Let's see how much he calls cutoff. Okay, it's not important. Big blind versus small blind. This guy defends everything. He stabs really a lot also, so check. Stabs bet turn, stabs bet. We can donk here, but he's probably betting us at 10x, which he shouldn't do it. Checking. Check raising. We have so many strong hands here. For example, we have kings, we have tens, we have like all the boats, and he doesn't. So we're just gonna raise it. Here there is a sense to change into bluff a lot of hands, just because our range is so much stronger than his. He had king jack, and he didn't double barrel here. Okay. Maybe even bigger raises. Okay. This guy is a nit. I'm not gonna mark him as a reg. He's not even a R from the reg. until I see like one bluff in million hands, he's going to be orange. And until he falls less than 70% on c-bet, then we can mark him red. Donner, I think, recro again. Yep. 5, 6. Just gonna fold. I'm gonna go it like this. Recro here. Okay. All recros here. Three betting really a lot, but unfortunately he didn't three bet this time. Big blind versus button, not that much. A6 call. 50%, 60% against us. Check folding really a lot, so I'm gonna check. Let's see his delay C, but it should be on the higher side. Okay, I'm gonna bet. Fold, okay. I was very disappointed yesterday about losing him. VCP, like, so many sick hands happened. I was like in so bad mood. I was on the verge to swear to never play tournaments in my life again. 20% queen 8 is an easy call. What is this? Okay. I'm just gonna check. Somebody said here that tournaments can be so soul crushing. It can really be like that. And I just can't imagine to play MTTs like every day for living. I think it's like the stressiest thing it can be. You just didn't know how much it's better to play cash. But even there's like no way to express disappointment when you bust out, like, I don't know, everything is going well, in 5 minutes you lose like 5 tournaments. So it's just insane feeling, and I never felt that in cash game. I mean, it's because something like that just can't that feeling just can't happen into cash games. So MTT Rex are, I think, ones with the most like toughest mental game there is. So I just congratulate to them. They have like a nurse from steel. He's falling 67%. I'm just not gonna. Not gonna use bigger size than this. This guy played with me and MTT yesterday. I remember him. Okay. I would say that this guy doesn't have deuces. Like he has like probably force plus, ace queen, suited broadways. He's not falling here, it seems, because his range is really strong. So he's gonna have like many sixes, sevens, eights, nines, stuff like that. But what is he betting here? Is he betting here like sevens, like nines? Is he betting that? That's the question here. Like floats with the jack are like ace jack and probably king jack suited. Because this side it seems like he's betting a jack X. I think it's too big of the size here. That he's like betting sevens here. Tens, okay. Tens are basically same as a jack. Benny is asking us how much hands we played. We are on 80k hands, so we are coming close to the end, man. I just can't look. I'm just looking forward to just turn my games with my HUD. With a sample and stuff, so I'm just looking forward to that. Blue Chipper, let's check him out. I think he's a wrecker, okay. He's gonna raise big. Checking eights against this guy. Okay. Rentacle is asking me why no streams last 2 days. I took the rest of Saturday. I was out on Oktoberfest. It's Sunday. Yesterday I played VCOP all day. I started at the 4, and my daughter was around me, so I didn't want to stream because it was loud and stuff. So and I couldn't concentrate. So I just played with her, and we were basically all here with me. And hello, Snake Man. I didn't see you, man, for quite some time. Okay. I must disagree with you, Rentacle. I can really disagree as big as it can get, because there's no feeling in cash game that you can feel compared to the MTTs. There's just no that feeling. Okay. Here we're just gonna need to just as I'm gonna overbet here, because basically we are telling we have trips or better here. There's like no sense in the smaller size here. And this guy is now betting. He's not betting 10x here, definitely. So he's telling us that he has 2 pair here and the 3 doesn't help. So he's like repping here. He's repping here 4 5 and 3 and the second pair with the 3x. Okay, he can maybe, I don't know, like bet ace 4 and then now bet ace 6. But also I feel like it's too big of this size. The problem is that 9s aren't the greatest hand. You want to have that our opponent has a 9x here and he's a wrecker, so we can maybe fold. But the problem is here what he's repping here. He's like repping 2 pair with the 3x. And does he have like 3-6 off, 3-10 off? Is he betting 6x and staving the flop? I don't think so. So basically repping 3-10, 4-5, and that's it. And the ace that stabbed the flop, which I don't think it's a good play. Okay, really good. Ace 10, gonna fold it. 5's open. We're gonna play this. All in here, okay. Bet small. Check raise, okay. Wow. I just didn't go think through this hand because what 8x this guy is calling. I don't think there is like mistake by me, I think. Schofield, okay, I don't have anything about him. This is like a very very stupid fault by us, because look at this, what happened here. This guy goes all in and this guy overcalls. He's not gonna overcall like with an, I don't know, 8-9 off here. So mistake. I didn't go think through the hand which 8x key can have really here. So basically it will always be a hand like not flush draw or stuff like that. So easy call it should be in. and on the turn the guy would be in problems. Definitely. Okay. Falling on this river. This, I just didn't think through hands. If we did, we would never fold. Okay, okay. Guy seems to be really tight. I'm just not gonna play against him this. I'm gonna check against this guy. I didn't know why I put this. Okay. I'm gonna block raise it and check the river. I think we got protection from some hands and value from other ones, so recro here. I wasn't here, Snake Man. I wasn't here yesterday. I wasn't here for 2 days. I wasn't streaming today, so and we have discussions like before 3 days, and I don't remember you were in discussions, so I just can't remember last time when we talked. I think it was like before, maybe 4 or 5 days, but definitely not the last. Like I didn't stream for last 2 days, and day before that you were also not here because we have a discussion here, and if you were in it, I would remember it. Okay, checking here. Tight range 20%. He doesn't have queen 10. Queen 10 off he probably has. That's like queen 10 is like 27% of range. So maybe he doesn't even have like queen 10 off here. Which is big deal. Which is definitely big deal. I'm gonna overbet here. Snake is asking me why I'm not using hotkeys. Man, I'm a noob about this. I don't know anything. I don't use anything, man. Just clicking buttons, that's like only thing I know. I didn't play on stars like ever, so no hotkeys and stuff like that. Checking here. He stabs, he didn't stab, okay. Check call, really nice turn. I think we just need to call here. I mean, when we decide, check raise here doesn't have any sense, in my opinion, so. If we decide to check place at the check call, and on this turn doesn't help us when we saw our range like much, because what 4x do we have? Small blind versus cutoff, so he did try to double bet, so now we can see that info, so it's okay. False to delay C bet 99%, so this guy wouldn't call like 7x. And there's a possibility that he would stab 7x also when we see a big stab, so small 3-bit. Three-bit here. Calling it against white minutes. Really big 4-bit. We don't know him. Check here behind. Falling here. Oh, went to bet like this. This is not good. We are of course calling a shove here. But not a good spot. Falling here, it's like he revs like flush, but he can also have like reverse flushes here. 7-8 suited, 8-9 suited. So there's no way out of this. We are deep and it's a shame, but just a run. And I don't think that he's raising too many bluffs here. I don't know, is he even having a jack? I don't know the guy, that's like also big thing here. I just don't know the guy. And okay. We just don't know the dude. Pietrek, I'm not listening. Usually I don't listen to anything, I just play. Just sit and play. But here I think it's a good idea to have it, so. Kraftsalve. Kraftsalve. And the problem also with this hand is I don't think he's ever bluffing. I feel like if he's having like an ace blocker, the ace blocker would check raise the flop probably. And on the turn, it's like really value heavy. But still, of course, I just don't see me folding ever. To unknown. It's just so sick before, it's like always unknown. Unknown player is always like there. I'm gonna check a lot here, I think. Bet big. Not like too big, but. Rentacle is telling me that on iPoker the regs are better, but records are worse. I think that on iPoker there's a lot of fish, but the fish is really aggressive. So for example, in my stakes there's like a couple of big fishes, but they play like, I don't know, 55, 45, 3-betting 25% and stuff like that. So when you see like that, they're like tougher than the recros in that space. But it's also hard to compare. This is like, recros here are different type of recros. It's a little bit different. Maybe I just think that you can just even compare them. Zoom records and normal table records. I don't think you can compare them. It's a different game and different style. And also, I think like that fish from iPoker or like I don't even think that they would like to play Zoom. They just love right like normal tables to pounding and stuff like that. So and here I didn't see like that type of fish that is betting crazy and betting like crazy. Here are fish like conservative because somebody gave us just a good explanation. They can just wait for hands. They just don't need to play, I don't know, 5-9 off. They just don't need to play it. And that's like the I think the best explanation. Magician is the new reg. Okay. Fold here. 6%. Okay. You can have it. Okay, we have magician. No, he's a reg. My mistake. Mirror seems tight. 49. I'm just gonna ship here, or bet here. Shove. Okay, ace jack call. And the guy just doesn't have any sample on us. And we shove and so basically he watched the stream and he's like 4-betting ace jack, really strong hand in these positions. We are 2-betting small blind versus cutoff 14 to 15% and he's like 4-betting in position ace jack, which is like clear call. Again, our read is correct. Nice to see that. And when I shove, like he's like saying, okay, fuck here, I'm calling. He's gonna have like ace-5 suited. Again, we are here betting only full house. Mix it, I mean, maybe sometimes we can bet like, I don't know, 5, 6s, 7s. But we won't use that orbit size, so maybe use like normal size with 4x with the pairs and queen x and the bluffs with the orbit. Thirsty. We are just betting queen x for value here on the river with that size and the orbit on the turn. So shove doesn't make any sense. And he can have like nuts, so he can't have a nuts because he doesn't open queen 6. So I think just a stupid play to pay more rake here. If he has like queen 6 suited or queen 6 off in the range, then okay, I understand, like he can have nuts. But here he just can't have the nuts. A real bad spot against Rec Room. Just fold, okay. But definitely Regs are much better, I think. Because, like I said, seems a lot here. Okay, I'm just gonna forward this. Uh, my friend, really good friend, plays one plays NL50 and one plays NL100 on Star on the iPoker, and I just can tell like how good they are, and they're like really good. They like work in PO, they understand the range, they understand everything really good, and they play like NL50 and NL100. So when I compare them to pull here on Stars, I just can see that it's like stronger. They are a lot stronger. So, but even you will have opportunity to see when I will be streaming my normal games. You will just see how many tough spots and how many marginal spots will be, in how many overbet shoves will be, and how light we'll need to call against them. How light we will be called, but not like this like call all in with AJ. They're just gonna make so many smart plays. There's like so many slow plays. They will just like here, if people have like 2 pair plus on the board on the flop against us, is always a check raise. That's like why our overbets are so successful. But against them, there will people will mix it. They will just like call with sets against us. They will check turn as a bluff, call turn with and stuff like that. That's just here people are not doing. So people here don't protect the range. Regs on hard limits really good protect the range. So stuff like that, and you will have the opportunity to see it for yourself. So you can then make the judgment, because it's like not important what I say. People will say like the opposite, like they did. So you'll just have opportunity to see when I will be streaming like my usual games, and you will just see how Rex plays, how it's like much aggressive play, and how their call is much lighter, but in the term of intelligent call and intelligent slow plays and stuff. He's opening 18%. That means like he has like ace jack, ace queen, king jack, suited aces, king nine. And he's not like betting king nine of diamonds here, and low turn double barrel. So I don't just see like any bluff here, because he doesn't have like queen 10. So okay, let's see what the people are saying. I'm just gonna make quick toilet break, and I'm gonna just answer questions in chat. So fold, fold, fold. Okay. Okay, let me first read the questions. Okay, Rentacle is saying that after the stream, after the challenge, I need to stream some regular tables. I will do it once a week, twice a week. I will, like every week, I will just stream my session for 5 hours, no problem. Okay, Ultima Forsen is asking me. I play NL2, but I can play a lot. I currently have 12k hands and have winner to 25 big blinds. Wow, man, that's insane. This weekend I won tournament on stars and made my bankroll higher enough to play NL5. Okay, since I play very little hand of NL2, should I keep playing that limit or jump right away on NL5? I would say go to 100 buy-ins and then play NL5. That would be my advice. Okay. Uh, play 2 7 hours per week. Yeah, that's like low play, man. Okay. Sorry to hear that, man. I can just give you my advice. My advice to you is build the roll of 100 buy-ins. When you come to like 110 buy-ins for the next limit, play that limit, and when you are down to 100, green it out to 110 and start again. That's like the biggest and the safest thing, especially because you didn't play a lot of hands. That is my advice. That is how I did it. So okay, guys, we're back. I was thinking about little about that hand with the flush, and I really think like in that you can see like what the Rex are doing. He's like check raising the immediately on the turn, and he's just think about his range. How much of his range doesn't want to check raise the turn there? Just think about that info. So basically now, when we have read about this guy and we are like betting there and we are deep and he's calling, I'm just shoving every bluff. Shoving every bluff, and that's like perfect strategy against the guy, because on iPoker the guy would definitely trap there because we have a lot of bluffs there. We have like king queen off. I would three bet probably even king jack off against the guy because we are deep and it's unknown, and it's basically, if we didn't see him here for a month, he's probably weaker player. And when he's like doing that, it's just showing what will that, just that move that we see, that move, we know that he's not gonna defend near enough frequencies, and especially when we are deep, I'll just have like a green light to bomb everything on the river. So stuff like that is showing like the strength of players, because his range will have so many overpairs, and if he's raising nuts, and is he raising value hands, what will he do with what he will do when he's like facing triple barrel shoves by like 200 blinds deep? He's gonna call it off with I don't know, 8s, 7s, 9s. I didn't see a lot of that here. And especially when you're against the people that are aggressive, you just need to mix the range. Instant 4-bet, 4x. Okay. Crackson opening really a lot, it seems. Okay, checking. Hembroch. Tune up the size. Obsti is two table, but he did it tribet us a couple of times. Shoving here. He's not folding a lot. He's 4-betting, okay. Again, 4-bet bluff. Great. I just really like that 4-bet bluffs, man. That's like great. Great for us. Dr. Upswing is distributing decent amount, like 10%. Like 8 plus. Float here. He's gonna have suited connectors. Also in the range. King Queen off. He's gonna barrel off King Queen, I think. Definitely, I think he will. He has even ace jack off in the range. So it's not like 8, it's probably around 12%. 13 maybe. Okay, 4s are clear call. Real nice river. And we can look like 8, 9 here. Okay. And he did have 9s. Can we raise here? I think he would bet like a bigger flush with bigger size. So he can definitely have like a King X only here. Okay. We don't need to show the hand, but he can see the hand on the stream, so nothing great. Nothing great there. Okay. I think I'm gonna 4-bet this. Fold to shove. 19% is a lot, so we can even call here. I think we can even call against 19%, so let's see here, big blind versus cutoff. 8%. Okay. 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 People are saying about the rake that is enormous. Yeah, but I think even rake here on Zoom is definitely too much. So I immediately I immediately wanted to say that, like, playing for NL 50 players, it's much better to play on iPoker than here. Even NL 100 players, much better. Okay, Here I'm gonna go for 23. Okay, call against Mansi. Okay. And we lost when we have aces against kings. We're losing that. So fucking insane. It's hard to find bluff from 20% of range. King 9, I guess, only suited ones. And like a flush draws. Okay, I'm just gonna bet here. %, okay. We are running so bad. We lost kings on aces 4 times much. We have like 4 times much kings against aces than aces against kings, and when we have aces against kings we lost 3 of the 6 times. After the end of the challenge, we can go through all hands just to see how bad we run. Just to see like how much time we run bigger pair, how much more we run ace king against aces and like aces against kings. It's like so insane that we are actually even winning. This guy's really tight. Big man versus Kato versus button anything. Let's see how he plays deep. I mean, it's a call no matter what. I just want to have a feeling about him. 3-betting deep seems a little bit more, 23%. So maybe he can have bluffs here. We don't know that, but calling with the ace-4. Looks like a jacks here. That bets small and then bets real big. It's also hard to find because I don't know like his range at all. We saw that he's like tributing 6% in this sample, so maybe it's bigger. We see that he did tribet deep like 20%. I think even we can fold the turn probably because he bet really small there and on the flop really small. 1/4 on the flop, and now he's overbetting the turn. Like hands like queen 9, okay, it's possible, but like that's probably it. I feel like it was the jacks here. We lost the river. Okay. How about him? Okay. See how he plays deep. Okay. He's not double barreling at all. He has the smaller size also. Like he wants to bet 9s and 10s. I try to rep like 9-10. Okay. I'm betting big here. Hello, Rednecks. Thanks, man. He called middle position with king 10. King 10 off 3-bet. First 4-bet, okay. This guy is like donking like everything and really spewing bad. And here Dr. Upsig need to show the strength of his hand. So nice spot. %, okay. 5%, okay. It's the first time he used this size. And it's okay size on that board. Let's see a 4-bet. This guy's 4-bet us. Okay, his first one. His first one. Okay. One call here. This guy's really tight, so he won't play, and we're basically on the button then. Okay. Bruce Recro. Ninja. Ninja, I think is also Recro. Yep. Okay. Jisha. Check. Just gonna show. Or is it too strong? Okay. It's basically the same. Dusty deal. Bet again. Check the river. Sixes. Okay. Artem KK, man. Thanks. Thank you for saying that my game is interesting. I'm glad. Rednex is asking me how many tables I play normally, non-zoom. I play normally 6 tables, and I think 6 tables is the best. It's the optimal, in my opinion. So, okay. Just check here. Are we good here? That's the question, because this lead doesn't have sense. We have like a pretty terrible hand, but this lead doesn't have sense. He's like saying that he has a jack here, and he would probably they like to check when they have jack, so we bet like ace x. Okay, he has jack x. Small blind 11. Not enough. Kostic is asking me, did I play NL2 and NL5? I think I started NL5. And the only hard move I had was to NL50. That was the only hard move I had. That's the only time I back down to limit. I back down from NL50 to NL20. But I think NL5 was like NL10, like pretty much the same, I think. And I didn't play NL2, I think, at all. Maybe like few hundred hands. But I think generally the toughest was NL50, definitely. NL50 was the toughest. I look at this. He seems to 2 out of 3 times here call for bet. I guess he's active, so I'll call. Obstis also seems to be active. I'm gonna bet small. I think there's a lot of hands we want to bet here. Like 7x, 5, 6s, like 8x. All that some of the time. Okay. I would check like 5, 6s. And the last time that the hand played out here, this guy had 8x. He had 8, 9. Okay, he has ace jack now. So we can see that his check range, he mixed it up between top pair and this. On the river, I don't know, maybe bet 1/3. But last time we bet 1/3 against him and had nothing. So I didn't want to do it now again. I'm gonna check here. I think it's better bigger size than this. Juhei is for tabling now, so not folding to 3 bets at all. 4 betting really a lot. Stabbing really a lot also. Steps middle pair. He basically steps everything. I'm gonna check raise it. Check it one more. I don't think he has anything, so because he steps middle pairs. Okay, I'm gonna bet like this. See what the guy had. Yeah, he basically had nothing. Three bet here. I'm not gonna bluff here, king. Hero of Justice is saying that Nanako would disagree. I saw a lot of players playing a lot more tables, but I just can't play it more because then you just can get into the game and everything. So I would say even that like PokerStars, if he did like choose 6 tables instead of 4-1, I would welcome that change really much. But I just don't know why he chose the 4-1. I mean, why? Why four? Four normal tables, it's not like that much. Okay, 4 tables of Zoom, I understand it's like max, but 4 tables of normal regular tables are not anything special. If he did like turn it to 6 tables, then I would welcome, and I think the 6 tables it's optimal. But I don't know why PokerStars. Why did it to four? There's like no explanation other than pushing people to Zoom. Let's call about these two big fishes. Let's see multi-way how much Miro is folding. Okay. Miro is a big fish. There's a new reg Dan. G Dan. I'm not gonna bluff here. Here it is. Reg, not Recra. I was only clicking Recrus all the time, so it seems I'm used to Recrus. I'm gonna check here, check all. I like the play better. I'm gonna delay it now because I think Recrus has a really poor checking range. I don't think they will check like king ever. I'm gonna show now. Because I think they would like stab with the flush draws. Like this. Okay. AK-47. It seems 22, but we didn't see like any weak hand. We didn't see like all pairs, so I will fold it. It says 22, but I would bet it's like a lot less than 22. Check call here. I have check range on this board also, and I will just check call it. Okay, bet half here. Unfortunately. And he didn't want to bluff this. Thought about betting small on the river, but basically, are we betting over pair on that river? I don't think so. So I'm gonna call here. He can bet like, I don't know, king X or queen X and give up on the river. Of course, I don't know the guy, so Maybe better to fold. I want to see just quickly. Okay. I want to see the guys that are playing. The guys that are playing. Let's see how much he opens when we are on the blind. Call here, 43, fold the 3-bet a lot. Okay, I'm gonna 3-bet. I think we have more ace X hands that are calling that he has that are betting. Let me see if he has an overbet range on the... He doesn't have an overbet range. And he's betting pretty big on the river. We have okay hands to bluff here. If he's like betting ace queen and ace 10. Let's see. Okay. 6% against early position. Early and middle, so against early that's even less. I think if he's betting, and I don't know, if he's betting ace X, we have really good raise. And our raise will be like all in. Or like 5x. And I also think like what he's betting on that river. If he's having an overbet range, then this would be like so sick of the positions. We have like so print all in there. But this guy doesn't have an overbet range. He didn't overbet once, so his range is stronger with the normal size. And that's the problem. He's betting pretty big also on the river. Like, I don't think that he's like betting only one pair ever. Okay, bet small here. I don't know about this guy. I just don't know. $89. Okay, I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna bet small here. Small bets working nice. Okay, great. That also doesn't. People are saying that they're allowed like two from different stakes, 4 tables from different stakes. It's just doesn't have any sense. So you will allow people to play tables, but just from different stakes. It's bullshit. It doesn't have any sense, and that's it. And I really don't understand why people are like, they should be just reading some petitions or stuff, because they're here for the players, and if players are saying we don't like that, give them credit. And I didn't hear one positive saying about that change. here the guy is like kept on 9x always. I'm gonna raise it up here. We have deuces, we have 10-9. He doesn't. He's always kept to like a 9x here. So I think that today people are just pussies. They just don't want to like. I don't care about stars. I won't play here anymore. But you guys who will play here, you just need to stick for yourself, because this change has it's not good for the players, especially the players that are playing normals, like normal regular tables. That is like drastic change to that pool. So people just like take what that shit what happens when the some like poker room live, I think it's from Venice, uh, they just like said the max the max like guarantee price is 150k, and if the buy is like 30 100 if the buy is like 1 million, it's the same. That's like insane. I mean, and people are not doing anything. So if we are being like that, something will happen, like probably soon, that we will pay like the enormous rake. uh, we're paying enormous rake. There will be no rake back, there will be no hams, there will be no huts, and we'll just be blindly playing. It's so insane. We are just not sticking up for ourselves, and maybe we deserve this. I think he has a lot of ace-x here, so I'm just gonna 3x here. Okay. I'm gonna bet big here. Okay. I mean, also, like, think about what PokerStars did. They changed the whole rake system. Now, we people who played stars doesn't get any rake back at all, it seems. I think I get like $300, and I made like, I don't know, 6k of rake, so it's pretty much nothing. And I'm a new player, and they like gave me more than they give normal ones who play here. So if stuff like this continues, soon we'll be paying enormous rake. We will not get rake back at all, and they will do whatever they like with us. I'm gonna just take one quick break. I didn't eat watermelon today, but I don't know what the fuck it is. This guy's like tributing constantly. Ace Jack is too good for me to fold it, to forbet it. Pretty bad river. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. I think he can have like a lot of 10. 10 here is not a good card, definitely. I don't know. It's close. Okay, I'm gonna call it. Wow. Okay, I'll be back soon. I agree. Hero of Justice, I agree with you there. King 7 fold, okay. Kostic is asking me where I play usually. I play on iPoker. I play on Supersport creation site. I played on microgaming before that, and party poker. Okay. This was a fold. It should be a fold here. Okay. Wanna bet here? He's not folding in position. He's 3-betting 9, so my throat really hurts, so sorry for that. Let's see what the guy had. Okay, King Jack. Look at, I think it's a recro. Yoshi. Okay, Yoshi. This guy, pretty tight. He's betting really big here. Sugar Mom is unknown to us. Opening really a lot, it seems. We see 8-10 suited, so it's more than 20%, 22. This guy's calling ace deuce off. He's gonna call here like everything. He's gonna call like king 10. We're just happily double barreling. Okay, I'm gonna check the river. 9-10 off. Queen 9 off. Okay. 7-10. Queens, okay. Sholintar, let's see the guy. Think he's a fish. Think he's this. Okay, we're gonna put him as a rec row. Microgaming sent me an email where they said that they're discussing they're discussing it. They had like some troubles. I don't even know the reason why. They're just saying that they had like a partnership meeting and they're like discussing it. Like that's the only thing they said. I'll bet here. It's basically like we catch the queen. If he calls here, it feels like a nines, tens, jacks, stuff like that. If like a flush here, I think it's much better bluff. But even this, I think it's like bottom of the range. So It would be much more successful if the club came, but people overfold this line. But I guess this guy has like nines here when he's thinking. With jacks, nothing we can do except triple barrel the unknown guy, so I don't want to do it with this hand. I think it's okay also, but if I know something about him, how he what he calls preflop, then it's okay. But like this, it would be blindly just triple barrel it. So I guess it's okay. It's much different about this line because we bet the turn there and we bet the turn there, and that's the line that is like mostly overfolded. C-bet check call check fold line because they over C-bet it, and then their range is much weaker on the turn. I'm gonna go for orbit here. The guy checked behind, so we are betting mainly queen x. And now I'm gonna overbet 2x here. I'm thinking maybe about shoving. Jack 9 came here, and I would mainly, our bluffs would be like jack with the diamonds. Mostly jack with the diamonds. Magual. I'm gonna fold it. I think he's a recro. Yeah. No, he's two tabler, I didn't see it. So to a recro I would fold it because the range is 5% in these positions, but to a rec it can be more, it could be bluffs and stuff like that, so I wouldn't fold it. I thought he's a recro. Okay. Folding, okay. So he's two tabler and we don't know nothing, so nothing how he plays. But to a reg, I feel it's a call. I'm gonna overbet 2x here. Okay. Check. We have some s02e30 guy. It seems he's a reg. Here we don't need to have check range on ace-10, 5 because we have like king jack, queen jack stuff, and ace jack, ace queen. We want to all bet all of these hands, so no check range there. Okay. Better turn here. I don't see how much he has left here. That's the problem. I don't see how much he has left. I think this is never a bluff in this guy. I'll fold. He just can't have a bluff here. And I didn't know how much he has left here. But definitely, he in his range. And by the read I have like no bluff here ever. So I'll just exploitly fold to him. I'm gonna go here for a 4-bet. Fold here. But guys, you must also know that like microgaming was in big trouble. So they had real problems with traffic and everything. And they now decide to bring him back, and they like promise big rewards, like it was sometimes the way when the time when I played. So basically, they're I don't know. I don't know. Is it possible that they just get back the reputation back, because it's really hard to do it. When I started to play micro was like the best of all, best rake back, best traffic, best everything, and also the best players play there. He's delay c-betting pot here. He's repping 9x. His bluffs are betting the flop really often, and he's c-betting like 70%. And we have jack high, so we are having check range on the turn when the middle pair pairs, when the button check behind the flop, he will have more middle pairs, so we're having check range there. And that's not a problem here to fold this, because this is like pretty bad hand. Another recro. Fold here. Fish calling. Pretty nice river for our bluffs. And change here like threes and deuces. And even like sevens if we are calling those. And again, line that is overfolded. I mean, we are of course calling twos and threes with the clubs every time on the board. Okay. Check. Here. I'm double barreling here. Because we'll have so many hands that will bet again. Like ace 10, ace king, 9, 10. And it's not likely that he has a queen here, so betting king jack is like must for our bluffs. Because if we are only betting queen x plus, then we are over bluffing because we bet like many ace blockers, king blockers and stuff like that. So this is... And people won't do that here. So when they like bet there, you should like call a lot and call a lot of rivers because... Okay, maybe you can fold rivers, but definitely peel turns. Because they will not bet in enough. They will not bet like jack x a lot, and they should. I don't know, Megwell what is. I just had like one big good idea when I need to fold the river. And like that's the biggest truth 100%. I think I need to fold in positions where I wouldn't bluff a lot. So when there is a position that I wouldn't bluff a lot, then I should be folding there. So whenever comes a situation where I think I would like don't bluff, that's like the spot I need to fold. Because if I'm not bluffing, they're not bluffing also. Again, we faced a size that shows that he's afraid of playing, because like look at this, it's more than 3x, and it's just encouraging me to shove. It's just nonsense. You need to like 3-bet there 2.5, and they're like always 3xing at least, and it's always like even near 4x. I just don't understand that style of play at all. And what is the worst? They're like over bluffing that, so that's even worse for them because I mean I just don't understand. You can bluff with the smaller size a lot, but not in this spot. So I'm gonna bet small. Small bets are working today great, so Hero of Justice. I couldn't even think what I would bluff there. But that hand that you said, it has sense. But you need to take into account that I'm also attributing some parts of that. So there are less bluffs able, and definitely attributing king queen suited. So I think it's really hard to find bluff there. It's really hard. And of course it's better to me to have ace king than ace 10. That's like also a thing. And I just I didn't want to fold until I read reads. So uh, but definitely that king queen has sense. It definitely has sense. What a practically really bad river. We have really good hand if he bets here, because he basically can have full house. So I would definitely be inclined to shove here if he's betting the river, because we have so much fold equity then. Like, look at this your bet call. Look at like he would bet 15 and I would shove like 120. That would be real good. Okay. And also I thought that we are good because he would bet probably like 8s, 9s, 10s on flop. So I just think it's like a really good spot to check and shove. I just said to myself, it's like when I just going through all the hands and I see like all my bad calls, all the hands where they're definitely not bluffing. I just say to myself, I need to fold in that spot, and the best thing is to just fold where I'm not bluffing, and that's it. If I only fold that, that would be great. And I made like many calls where I would never bluff, so just jam here. We have so much more 7x than he has, so, and he will call, he'll put us a lot of 8, 9, 9, 10 hands, and to prevent that we just need to shove. I think we have also like ace 4, ace 5. We have really a lot of bluffs, so I think the best way is just to shove here. And the 7 is the best for us, the worst for him. That it needs to incline us to bluff more, and we can bluff more if we use a bigger size, and the best is just to go all in. Great. Ninja. This guy doesn't fold at all to squeezes. That means his range is really strong, and it's not like 18%, it's probably a lot less. So that's the reason I decided not to squeeze it. I really have a pain in my stomach. Annoying. call. Now it'd be really nice check raise if you know, like he's betting ace deuce to ace 10, like all combos. Because basically here what will happen, I'm just gonna go for check raise here really big. Just because if he's having like ace 4 and we call the turn, he's gonna fold the river. He's gonna just check river, and if we hit the straight or flush, we won't get anything. So definitely for me, I think it's much better. It's much better to play it like this. This is the example. Here there is like no fucking way he's bluffing here. This guy. This is so bad river for him. We have so many more straights than he has. So I definitely can see a bluff here. Like queen jack is the only thing he can have, and queen jack suited is only 4 combos. I called tens because the guy was unknown to me and seemed tight. Also something like this guy, he didn't open anything. We'll be betting here like ace queen, and ace king always will be checking some ace jacks. So this is like not a huge changer of about, because it's only 4 combos of straight. So we want to bet like ace queen, and we want to shove here ace king also. So interesting river here. I really wish I check raised here. I really wish I check raised. Because I need to check call now, and it's like he's gonna have like king jack, ace jack. So bad spot, because now if I check raise, I just trap queen 10, and that's it. So real bad play I made. So really good river for him. Like all the bluffs came here. Like he's kind of like, that's why I said like immediately I knew it was a check raise of the flop, because this guy's like he's not even triple barreling here. So it's so big mistake by me. And I must say I really have I have a big trouble with the stomach. It really hurts. If it keep going like this, I will need to quit session. It really hurts. And we are running pretty good. So that's definitely, I wouldn't not want to do it, but I'll go for like this. He's gonna check behind so many aces. If I check, he can maybe check it back. So I agree here. I agree with you, Hero of Justice. Definitely, I agree. This guy seems too tight for me. 8%. I mean, it's cold, but I'm thinking like deuces or trees should probably be a fold against 8%. He's betting without equity a lot also. He's basically here saying he has an overpair or like an ace jack plus, I think. He 3-bet 2 times here, 1 time here. I'm just gonna rip it in. Okay. Betting have. I would bet like 8s here. When Dr. Upson checks, he mainly doesn't have a hand, or he has like aces. So, nice spot. Guys, I will need to quit the session. It really hurts and I just can't concentrate. I'm just gonna quit it. It must that I eat something, because it's really, really bad and I feel really bad. It's a shame because we are running hot, but I just can't play. I just can't concentrate. It hurts as a shit. Check call. I'm gonna check call. I apologize, guys. I really apologize, and I would like to answer chat, but I just really have a big stomach pain. Thank you for being with me, and sorry about this, but I'm just not feeling good. I'm not gonna feel good at all. So just bye, guys, and sorry.